Hi, everybody. Well, the markets have been a little rocky in September so far, and today it's been capped off by about a 3% decline in the major market indices in the U.S. in early morning trading. So we wanted to get a message out to you to let you know that we are watching things for you, and just to kind of give you a little sense of what's happening. So I don't know about you, but it just feels like it's kind of, the thought we're finding out over the weekend that we've got until maybe the end of the second quarter next year before things start returning to normal in terms of having a vaccine that gets everybody inoculated in the United States and across the world. And we've been in this 6 months. Who would have thought we were going to be in it 6 months to start with back in March or early April? My gosh. And yet here we are, and we're learning we may not even be halfway through this yet. So it's pretty tough to be super excited right now, given the news that we have. But the markets are a little bit different story. So they're reacting to some other issues besides the pandemic, of course, and the specter of having no real strong recovery until maybe the first or second quarter next year. We've also got some issues with this. There's some concerns about not having enough fiscal stimulus right now to get us through the next few months. Congress is doing nothing really. That seems like it's dead, and so not having unemployment for people, it's a little bit concerning. Higher excess numbers of unemployment, I mean, and so a stimulus package would be nice, but unfortunately now with Justice Ginsburg's passing, the Congress is going to be focused on one thing and one thing only, which is replacing her or not replacing her. So also we've got the election coming up, which is one of the biggest knockdown dragouts we've seen ever. And we always hear this is the election that's most important in our lifetimes. And now they're saying it again. And it is going to be a knockdown dragout fight for sure. Because of the pandemic, we're going into the cold season. There's a lot of concern that we may be seeing more lockdowns in the future. No one's going to be outside. You're not going to be able to go to restaurants in Buffalo and sit outside. So, what does that mean for people getting sick again? And are we going to have more lockdowns where people are just stuck in their homes? What will that do to the economy? These are the kind of concerns right now that the market is digesting, and that's why you're seeing some of the softness and the drops that we've seen. Also, the vaccine being delayed. We know there's going to be some vaccines coming out and that are going to be approved probably in November, but whether they're going to be out and available to many people or not, it looks like it's a little dicey. Like maybe it won't be. It's going to be delayed until next year. So those are things that are weighing down on the markets. On the flip side, when the economy does recover, it's going to be a strong recovery. I would say it's going to be violent because think about. I don't know how you feel, but I want to spend money. I want to go out and have a good time and enjoy my life again. And I'm being precluded from doing it because I'm stuck at home. So I think there's going to be a violent upswing in the market, in the economy, because people want to go out and spend money. They want to enjoy themselves. They want to travel around the world again. They want to go buy big ticket items. They just want to go see their family. So I think you can expect to see a very strong recovery in the second, third, and fourth quarters, based on the fact that we're going to be getting back to normal, hopefully, fingers crossed. And so that you would not want to be out of the markets ahead of that, I wouldn't think. I certainly don't want to be. And you never know when the markets are going to turn based on that information coming out. It could be tomorrow, it could be a few weeks, it could be later on in the year, I don't know. But I do know that in the long term, the markets are headed north. They're always headed north, actually. We have these periodic periods where the markets are held down for things that are very transitory in nature. In the pandemic, I'm sorry, it's very transitory. It's going to be over. We know it's going to be over at some point, and it almost certainly is going to be next year. So you want to be long in the markets by anticipating that recovery, because when that happens, and ahead of time, you should see the markets be very strong. Usually the stock market predicts economic activity about 6 months in advance. So if that's the case, we should be seeing more strength in the stock market later on this year and going on into next year. So lots to be optimistic about. we've just got to deal with our own emotions about looking around and feeling like, oh my gosh, everywhere we look, there's, fires. I mean, I haven't seen a non-smoky day here in my home for over a month. And it just wears on you after a while, but you have to keep an optimistic attitude and look forward and realize this ain't going to last forever. So we'll get through this. Please give us a call. If you have any questions or concerns about your portfolio or about the economy or the markets, we're here to help. We can talk to you on Zoom. We actually had 2 people come and see us, which was really exciting. We hadn't seen anybody in 6 months. We thought, oh my gosh, we have to make cookies. We forgot about that. And we just got out of the habit, but it was wonderful to see people. And we look forward to seeing you at a time in the future when you're comfortable coming and seeing us. Meanwhile, we got Zoom, we got phones. Call us, and we'll look forward to seeing you. Have a good fall. Look forward to crisp weather. Take care.